let's talk this team. So this was sent in by Chris. Pretty excited to actually play this. It looks super cool on paper. Like we had this AV Groudon, which is pretty much the standard at this point. Most people have been playing around with AV Dawn, and you know, it's just like the pinnacle of excellence right now. We have Adamant Orb Dialga as well, just so we can like do some extra damage there. We have like a potential slow mode with like Trick Room if they set up like Tailwind or something against us. Mono Dark type attacks here on Moltres, so probably not going to be Dynamaxing this too much. Between, you know, just like Foul Play is really good, Snarl is really good at preventing them from doing damage, Fiery Wrath for the flinch chances, and like if we need to max, you know, getting the special defense drops is pretty good, especially for Moltres. From there, you know, we have pretty standard Grim. We do have Scary Face over T-Wave, which I think is probably better. Again, it's just kind of a hit or miss. It depends on the day of the week, I think. Miracle Seed, Rillaboom with Protect, pretty cool as well. Again, nothing overly exciting. It is Miracle Seed with U-Turn, so I think that's actually pretty unique. But, you know, just like just attacks you would anticipate on Rillaboom. And then to round it out, we have White Smoke. I'm assuming this is G-Max Centiskorch. Just going to try to do a ton of damage into like opposing Zacians. We have Sun to be able to boost our Fire Lashes even more. Lunge to lower their attack. Max Flutterby to lower their special attack. And then we have Power Whip, which is also boosted by Grassy Terrain to be able to pick up things like Kyogre and the such. So I have no idea how good Centiskorch actually is. On paper, it looks really cool, and being able to be immune to Intimidate makes this thing really unique. So I think that's the intro. Let's get to it and see what we can do. And, you know, as always, we record these live on Friday mornings. It is currently about 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So, you know, if you're interested in watching these live, getting to see all the games instead of just the ones that it's edited down to, come hang out. You know, those links are always down in the show notes. Check them out. And hopefully we'll see you around next week. Alright, what do we got, opponent? What do we got? Oh, boring. Boring. No text, no nothing. Grimmsnarl looks good here. Someone's car sounds absolutely awful. How do I beat this Groudon Zard lead? I just feel so bad about it. I could do Grimmsnarl Groudon and just like max Groudon and punch him. Then I think I want Dialga and Centiskorch in the back. Rillaboom doesn't line up particularly great here. Like we get to hit. Like, I mean, it does decent damage into Groudon. It's probably better than Centiskorch here, but I really want to do this. And, you know, this is probably the last game of the day doing this, so, like... Yeah, I assume this is the SLC rental. I haven't actually got to, like, go super in-depth and look at stuff yet, but... You know, that's what I got today and tomorrow for. Yep, not surprised by this lead at all. They are going to be charty on Zard, so I do need to watch out for that. So I think my play here, I want to Quake into their Groudon and set Light Screen this turn. I don't know if this is particularly good or the right play, but this is the play we're making. I just don't really have a good way of punching through this Charty Berry. And, like, I want them to take solar power damage, I think. So, I think keeping Sun up instead of going for a Rockfall this turn is correct. I really don't know. I just haven't played against this team enough, let alone with this, to figure out what is a good lead and such. Yeah, there's Airstream. Man, even behind Light Screen, that still does a chunk. Alright, here's our Max Quake. It's really good damage. So now I can... Quake into their Groudon and Scary Face their Zard. This will let me potentially get another Quake off before they get to attack. I don't know how much -1 Zard gets to speed-wise. Yeah, they are faster, not surprised. Grimmsnarl goes down, again, not surprised. I just need our Groudon to be faster. It is, okay. So we take out their Groudon. We're at +2 special defense with Assault Vest, with Light Screen up. We should take every hit from the Zard at this point. I mean, not well, but we took it. And now I can bring in Centiskorch, anticipate them to Airstream that slot and swap to Dialga. Yeah, I was really hoping we could, we would get to be able to Rockfall their Zard and do enough. But I think with Intimidate, I'm not going to be able to. I still do get to... I think this is correct. Please Airstream my bug. Yeah, there's Fake Out. Please Airstream my bug. Yep, there's your Charty. I wonder how much this does. We're at -1. Okay, so even at neutral, we still wouldn't have taken it out. Not really surprised to see that, but I was hoping. Yep, there's an Airstream. So now I can try to set Trick Room and Precipice Blades this turn. Is it Fire Blast on their Zard, or is it Heat Wave? I really don't know. Precipice Blades. Little Trick Room. It's Blast Burn. Okay. Can Dialga live a Blast Burn behind... I don't know. Probably not. Okay, they protect Zard. That's completely fine. Yeah, take my Groudon out. That's completely fine. So now I get to bring out Centiskorch. Yeah, let's do it. Centiskorch is going to light this game up, I think. We do still take wildfire damage. This should not be the last turn. I think next turn is the last turn of what's it called? Wildfire? Yeah, last turn of Wildfire. I think this is lunge here. I think I need to take out the Zard this turn. And I don't want to click Roar of Time because I don't want to have to recharge next turn. I mean, we were still able to pick up the KO. I had to click quickly. Don't yell at me. Fire Lash obviously would have been better there, but it's fine. Oh, Dialga! Oh, Dialga. My sweet summer child. I mean, they just protect Zacian here, right? They have to protect Zacian this turn. So we'll lunge. We will Earth Power. And then next turn we can Fire Lash and Earth Power the Zacian if we still have Dialga around. This is a non-zero chance we don't. Oh, are they? There's Shuka. You're right. That's honestly really good damage. Is this enough? No, but Sandstorm will take it out. Don't target my bug. Oh no, my bug. That's fine. This is completely fine. How many turns of Trick Room do I have left? 1, 2? Please be 2. I needed to be 2, but I think it's 1. It is 2! Hooray! Centiskorch! Yeah, protect. We need them to miss a double protect, and I think we win. No idea. I genuinely don't know. It's Life Orb. It's Life Orb Stab. Super effective. No, Centiskorch, you disappointed me! No, Centiskorch! Oh. Well, guys, we can't say we didn't try. We can't say we didn't try to beat it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So we have Kali Shadow plus Kyogre. Whimsicott, Lele, Pheromosa, Halucha. I'm gonna try to set Trick Room. Definitely want Rillaboom. I want to bring Centiskorch, I just don't think it's good. Moltres seems pretty great at dealing with their multiple psychic types. Do I want Groudon to fight the Weather Wars with Kyogre? I don't think so. I think I have Rillaboom to do that role. I'm bringing Centiskorch till it does something. Centiskorch is mainly good against Kyogre if you get weather control and against Zacian. Look, man, we're gonna do something. Pheromosa, Kyogre. Okay. I'm going to fake out the Pheromosa and set Trick Room. If they swap into Lele to retake terrain, I don't really care. Like, I'm still threatening Kyogre next turn. If this is speed swap my Dialga, we're going to be in a really awkward position. But, like, I don't really care about that either. Because I can just swap out. Yeah, you're protected, that's fine. I'm just going to U-turn. That does a very solid chunk I was not ready for. When Scarf Ogre isn't enough, you have Tailwind plus Speed Swap. Just good lord. It's going super hyper aggressive. On a positive note, we have Trick Room, so that's cool. And then I'm going to try to beat up this Lele, I think. Am I? Or am I going to try to take out this Torque? I'm going to Warm Wind their Calyrex. And I'm going to U-turn off of their Calyrex as well. I want Centiskorch. Give it to me. Directly into my veins. Okay, no swaps. Could still protect. That's kind of whatever, though. I don't really care. Okay, no protects. Break a Sash. I think going into Moltres is correct. Because regardless of what they do, they have 2 Psychic types out against my Dark type. And they get to blow up their Calyrex. Quake there is probably correct. Just to get the boost. I have a feeling this is Scarf Lele. That's just like what Lele does anymore, it feels like. Here comes Pheromosa. I'm going to... I want to Quake this turn for sure. So I think we... Quake the Lele. And we can Fiery Wrath this turn. Good damage all around. I'm gonna get that special attack, special defense boost, which is gonna be important for when Kyogre comes back out here. We're doing okay. All things considered, this game is going. And they do, in fact, go for the speed swap into my Dialga. Doesn't really matter. Like, Trick Room is almost done here. I guess they could speed swap into their Kyogre now, but Moltres is still slower. So I'm just going to go for another Quake, this time into Kyogre, and I'm going to go for a Snarl this turn. Lower Kyogre special attack. So now I'm +1 defense, +1 special defense, And their -1 special attack. Yeah, they're going to speed swap into Kyogre, but opponent concurs that this game is over. Like, the rest of this turn doesn't matter. They're done. And then Water Spout just does nothing. Do I take their Kyogre out this turn just for the bad rub-ins? No, but I might as well have. So, like, they still have their Dynamax there, but, like, they have a -1 Kyogre at half health. So, they weren't really going to be doing anything. Shedinja, Riolu. Interesting. Okay. It's just, like, hard Trick Room with Shedinja as well. I mean, I'm pretty okay with everything we got going on here. I think I want, like... I think Grimmsnarl looks pretty appealing just so we can try to set screens. I'm debating if I want Dialga to reverse Trick Room. But, like, if they go for Copycat with Riolu and we reverse Trick Room, they can just Copycat to reset Trick Room the next turn because Trick Room would have been the last move used. So that's annoying. Could be Rillaboom. Like, Grimmsnarl Rillaboom up front isn't awful. It's not great into, like, Palkia. I think Moltres actually is pretty appealing here. Or, like, Groudon. I mean, Groudon's okay. I think Dialga's probably better. So let's do Grimmsnarl, Moltres with Groudon, Dialga in the back, I think. I can see some argument for Centiskorch here, just because, like, you know, we get to pick off Shedinja fairly easily. We do need to watch out for, like, Will-O-Wisp on the Sableye. That's something I always forget it has access to. I am unmuted, right? Everything is good? Alright, cool. I always get nervous that I screwed something up. Yeah, Sableye. This is just going to be Shadow Sneak, I'm assuming. So I'm going to set Reflect. And I'm going to Foul Play into the Necrozma. Just Dynamax and go for Shadow Sneak. Nothing bad will happen, I promise. I forgot it's April Fool's Day, too. I need to call Mom and wish them a happy anniversary. You can't quash me, opponent. That's honestly really good damage. Is that a crit? No, it just naturally KOs. Interesting. Their Life Orb as well. Okay. I mean, I can bring in Dialga now. I can bring in Groudon. I think I probably would rather have Dialga and, like, just go for max. If they want to quash me, I'm kind of okay with that. I could also max, I could max Moltres here. I don't think that's good, though. I think just Steel Spike into the Sableye and fire off a Fiery Wrath here. That'll pick up both the KOs, hopefully. Yeah, Sableye goes away. Palkia comes in. Okay. I debated going for a Wormwind into that slot, but I don't think that's the best play. I don't think that, like, obviously it would have worked out here. It would have been a good play to, like, pick up Palkia on the switch in. But I don't think that's a play you could reasonably make all the time. And, like, Moltres is going to be faster than Dialga. So going for like a Fiery Wrath here in case of Shedinja switch in is also pretty safe. Oh, Dialga actually is faster. Interesting. Pretty decent damage. All things considered, pretty decent damage. I guess I could have looked at the like in-depth team and figured out that Moltres is going to be slower. That's really good damage. Like, they just can't Dynamax either of these now. So I could Wormwind and Fiery Wrath. Could Quake. Could also just go for another Steel Spike, but... Let's see. What do I think their last mon is? If it's Shedinja, I don't really care. They just don't have a good Dynamax target now. I'm going to Quake the Necrozma, and I'm going to click Fiery Wrath here, I think. Could just Snarl. Snarl's probably safer because if they do swap out, I still get to hit both. And if they stay in with Palkia, I get to just Snarl them. So, yeah, there's Sableye. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Yeah, there's the Dynamax from Palkia. This seems to be going okay, if you ask me. Thank you for my Berserk. So now I got a +1. Quake is going to do a very solid chunk here into Sableye. And then Snarl is going to pretty much ruin this Palkia's day. They eject button? They are, okay. So now I get a free Snarl into whatever comes in here. I'm hoping it's Necrozma that's coming back in, but I'll take whatever. It's Dusclops, okay. I'm pretty okay with that as well. You're gonna see my Adamant Orb, gonna see my Black Glasses, you're gonna take a Snarl. Oh, so close. It actually probably goes down to Sand here, doesn't it? Hell yeah! Good job, Moltres. So now, if they bring in Sableye, I can go Max Guard plus Fiery Wrath. If they do this, I can... so I'm +1 on both my defenses right now. I think I want to Wormwind the Dusclops and just click Fiery Wrath here. Yeah, opponent agrees that this game is over. I think, honestly, doing as much damage to the Palkia as we did on the switch-in is what saved us this game. Had the Palkia been able to switch in safely and get to Dynamax and do things, I think that game could have been very different, but the fact that we were able to just pick them off before they were able to do anything really just put us in the driver's seat. So let's talk about this. Centiskorch. I don't think it's very good, guys. We brought it 4 games. In games that we actually tried to use it, we lost all 3. The one game that we did bring it, but we didn't do anything with it, we won. White Smoke is good. Lunge and Fire Lash are both very powerful attacks. But I just don't think it's there. I think it's really cute, but I just, unfortunately, I think it's just a little lackluster. Rillaboom, it's fine. I think Rillaboom is, again, one of the staples of this format. As long as Kyogre and Gastrodon continue to be popular, I think Rillaboom's going to continue to be good. This Moltres was very impressive today. You know, we got to click Fiery Wrath a couple different times. We got to Snarl a couple different things and made opponents rage quit because of that. We got to Foul Play into a Necrozma Duskmane, and that was really cool. This AV Dawn set, you have a really hard time with the Charizard team that's been running around. The team that won Salt Lake City. That team is obviously very, very good, and we have a really hard time leading into it to be able to beat it up. Like, you want to try to underspeed them with Dialga so you can, like, Trick Room and do stuff like that, but, like, you're still being pressured by both Zard and Groudon in that lead, and both of those line up very good against Dialga, so you're just forced to try to interact with them, and you're not able to. So even behind, like, Light Screen and Reflect, you struggle immensely against Charizard plus Groudon. I think you probably could use... I honestly think you could probably drop Centiskorch, unfortunately. Like, as good as I want this to be, it just wasn't. I think you probably need something to deal with that team. Just having something to be able to deal with Charizard, I think, is very important. And, you know, it might be time to look into some things and figure stuff out. But right now, this seems fun. I would recommend it. Like, if you want to play something off the wall and goofy, like, this is definitely it. But Centiskorch, unfortunately, just kind of was lackluster right now, and I think that's a big part of that is the way the meta has developed to where Groudon plus Charizard is one of the best things you can be doing. So, as a result, I think Centiskorch just really suffers. Overall, though, play it. It's fun. I'd do it. So, that's going to be it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and until next week, have a good one. Peace.